So after 3 years of living here almost, having this hose leak like an absolute moron, it doesn't anymore. Now it just drips. And a drip is much more acceptable. So you ask, well, what was it that was making this thing leak like a crazy person? It was this thing. I don't know what this is. It's got like a little valve in it. I don't know if it's for pressure regulation or what. But, yeah, I really don't know. But whatever this thing is, this was in there between the hose and the faucet, and water just like leaked out of it all the time. So I put that onto here because this was just on there. I didn't know what it was, and it sprayed water everywhere, but differently. And I was like, well, what's going on? And I realized that that thing had threaded on way farther than that thing did because the rubber O-ring wasn't in there. So I went to take that off, and this came off with it because they were stuck together because that had threaded on way farther onto this. So I took this off, found the O-ring to that in the grass, put it all together, and right now the water's on full, and this is what you've got. There's like, you can see obviously that little drip over there, and there's a drip here too, but these were like $10 hoses, so I'm not surprised that they're not like perfect. But it used to gush water. Like if you left the hose on for 20 minutes, this entire part of the driveway, like back to there, would be wet. And now it's not. Because that's why it's wet right now. That's from it being on before with it all leaky. But I don't know what this thing is. It's some kind of, I'm thinking it's like a pressure regulator, and essentially it's supposed to blow like the excess water out those holes if you have the pressure on too high, but I don't know. So I'm just not going to put it back because we don't need it, and now this faucet doesn't leak, and I don't have to mess with it or replace it or anything like I thought I did. So that's pretty great. I mean, I could do, alright, you know what, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've done here is I've put it back, and you can clearly see this is what it used to be like all the time. And I don't know why. I don't know what this thing does, or what it's supposed to do, but essentially water just sprays out all around the hose connection because of those holes in the connector thing. So that's what it used to be like all the time when the water was on. It doesn't get any worse if you turn it up more, but until you turn it off, it just does that. And then it's off right now, it just keeps leaking, and then eventually all the water will drain out of the hose and back through there. So that thing's a piece of garbage, and it's coming off and it's never going back on again. I think I got it. So that's cool. I'm glad I figured that out.